the former coach.
Carlos, you lived that in your baseball career. What's his world like?
Oh, it's extremely exciting. You know that if you perform, you will get the call.
We've got a developing story here. JP, what are you hearing?
I'm checking the numbers, I'm talking to my sources and my scouts, and they're all telling me, hey, this could actually work.
Most of us mere mortals, when we were that age, we were barely chewing gum and walking at the same time, let alone playing the hardest game there is.
That Sammy's pumping up mentally here to adapt. That's what good players do.
That dream of getting the big leagues is now becoming reality with that one phone call.
Continuing our MLB Draft Day 2 wrap-up coverage, back to the prospect that we mentioned before the break. There was some surprise, even some criticism of the front office over how early he went off the board. Jonathan Mayo, what do you think of this pick?
Man, I don't think any of us saw this one coming. This definitely feels like a reach to me. I had him more as a day 3 kind of guy. There was a split camp. A lot of scouts disagreed whether he's better as a pitcher or better as a hitter. I'm guessing the team felt that he's got potential on both sides of the ball, and maybe that adds some value to him. But this made me scratch my head a little bit for sure.
All right, Jonathan Mayo, thanks. What about you, Jim Callis? Was this a head scratcher or the reach of the draft, as some of the other analysts have suggested?
Yeah, I talked to somebody with the team, and they're excited to get this guy. This is a guy they really want. And the 2 points the club made to me were, one, this whole debate: is he a hitter? Is he a pitcher? What are you going to do with him? There was a lot of confusion. This team isn't confused. This team feels like he's got very good potential as a hitter and as a pitcher. They may even try to play him both ways. And they felt like there were a couple other teams that were starting to sniff around this guy. And, this isn't the NFL or NBA draft where you can trade down to get a guy you want. If you want a guy, you have to take him because there's no trades. And they felt like if they didn't take him where they did, somebody else was going to get them. And they just absolutely did not want that to happen.
Jim Callis, we appreciate the time. Thanks.
A minor league manager checks in with one of his players to discuss a launch plan for the young man's development.
Rolling along with the podcast and back on the prospect who's divided the scouting community, I am opposed to this belief that he went too high. I really think he could be a steal here. This is a guy who's got so much development left to do. He's got so much potential. And I think all the scouts who are down on him think, oh, he's not a finished product. We don't know what he is. That, to me, could be a good thing. He can hit. He can field. He can pitch. There is so much untapped potential so far for this guy. I'm excited to see what he becomes. And certainly as he gets started actually playing, actually being in games, we're going to be able to talk to some other folks who get a better read on him and see what they think. I'm excited for that. And frankly, I'm going to have my eye on him for a while.
player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
Minor League Baseball now on the show as our coverage comes to you from the AA Central opening night here in this brand new season between the San Antonio Missions and the Corpus Christi Hooks. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Ryan Hartman gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Ready now is Jared Cannon. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Out in front of it, strike one. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that.
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the third out. So a fairly painless top of the first. So the next to bat will be Jared Cannon. He bounced out last time up. Now here's the first offering. And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. Asuncion is there, and he's got it for the first out. So now to the plate, Jared Cannon. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And he'll dive back in safely. First pitch of the AB on its way. Strike called. Now the throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Center fielder coming on, and he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded.
We gotta play the field for once. Look at this.
Is CJ Hinojosa. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Hit hard to the right side. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. On the recovery throw is in time to get the out at first. What a heads-up play. At the plate now is Jake Adams. It was a walk in his last trip. Hit down the line at first. Scooped up. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is returned.
Oh, it was 2 outs. I'm dumb.
On 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. So next to bat will be Jared Cannon. He flew out in his last AB. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Hard liner to center field.
Hit too hard. Ah. All right. No hits in our first game, but we got. This is so I'm playing this on the Xbox Series X. So the first time that I've ever played MLB on Xbox, obviously, because it's never been released on Xbox. So it's a little different, obviously, because the controllers are different, but we'll get used to it.
So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For our partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plezak, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Welcome into this presentation of Minor League Baseball. Striding in is Jared Cannon. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Oh, my God.
Now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They're coming off a good victory here in front of the home faithful on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's a long season, but they were able to win the opener, and nothing is sweeter if you can get in your car today and drive home 2-0. This is a big game. This is a nice little momentum either way. Another win here, and they're going to be feeling great about where they're at.
And another foul ball.
Right on the pipe, and I'm late. Oh, what a disaster.
Because it missed right down the middle. This guy's going to have nightmares at the plate thinking about missing that one.
This one's flared off to the right side. Right fielder.
Base hit. Let's go. First hit. Woo. Nice.
Way to battle right there. Hey, guys, that wasn't a bad pitch. And executed off the plate. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offensive player right there. Stayed inside the baseball and was able to get him knocked.
Line softly toward the hole, and that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Hey, that's a big RBI single right there, D-Row. They lost the first game of this series, and they certainly don't want to fall behind and may potentially lose the first 2 games of this set.
Without question, Dan. Offensively, you're just trying to grind it out, give your team a chance, give the pitcher a chance to relax a little bit, even the series up, hopefully, and fight it out tomorrow.
Digging in will be Matthew Batten from the stretch. Runner goes. That's a strike to throw down.
Nice.
Well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. Next to stand in is Matthew Batten. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Bouncer
Nice hit. Okay. Should be a 2 RBI single. Yep.
And both runners will score. It's now a 3-0
Nice.
ball game. So next to hit is Jared Cannon, singled in his last at-bat. Ball 1.
Hey, this guy hasn't reached the big leagues yet, but he's coming. You're going to know his name at some point. He just got a few more developmental things to work on.
Cue shot here out towards short.
We'll take it. It's a base hit. Nice.
That's grown man strength right there, able to take a fastball inside and muscle it out to center field for a base hit.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Jim Hernandez. He singled first time up, lofted in the air out toward right center. Benedetti is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Into the box.
Steal base. Oh, snap. Here we go. What speed? I don't know what our speed is, but we're going to find out. Oh, he's got a quick. Oh, I'm out by a year. Huh. He's got a, oh, what do you call it? Slide step. Oh, I got screwed. Two-run homer. Come on. I thought I was going to pitch. I'm kind of surprised. So you're like a Shohei Ohtani type player. Looks like. That's kind of cool. I haven't pitched yet, but. Well, you popped that up. There we go. 2 men on. Time for an RBI. 2 for 2. Come on. Need a hit. Ooh. Oh, come on. Dang. Dang. Solid contact. Right to him. Oh, we're scoring runs today. Oh, and so are they. Okay.
Now to the plate, Lauren Asuncion. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Grounded to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Jesus.
So now into the box is Ronnie Dawson. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. The 2-1 home. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 3 runs on 3 hits. No. Next to hit is Jared Cannon. He's 2 for 3 thus far. First offering. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1.
I believe I'm playing on All-Star difficulty. I didn't want to do Hall of Fame. I don't think I'd probably get anywhere with Hall of Fame, but I don't really like doing dynamic difficulty, so I didn't do that. But I think we're on All-Star. Maybe we're not. I don't know. Maybe we're on Hall of Fame. I don't know. Maybe we're on Rookie. We're probably not on Rookie though. Dang, that was a good pitch. Dang. It was very late. I don't have power. No, I got 40 power. Okay, we're not looking for bombs here. We're just looking for hits. We're not gonna overpower them here. Nope.
And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize.
So last year I was a closer. This year we're gonna be. It looks like a first baseman is what we're gonna do. So we're gonna be more of a hitter. So I don't know how often I'm gonna pitch after reading that dialogue earlier. So I don't know. Oh, bad pitch to swing at. Make it technically a sacrifice, but it won't go down as a sacrifice.
Stepping in once again is Jake Adams. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Hit to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Next, it'll be Jared Cannon, grounded out in his last at-bat. Comes set. Here's the 0-0.
Ooh, nice pitch.
Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Ooh. Didn't hit it far enough though, did I? I don't have power, so nope.
8-5 tonight. Corpus Christi rode an
2 for
important
5.
sixth-inning victory in this one. Colin McKee claims the win out of the pen, his first. Carson LaRue records the save, his first of the year. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. From a
I haven't played Diamond Dynasty yet, so.
We hear all the time from people around the game that AA is where you start to see the breaking balls that are really set apart from what you've seen before. That can be a big challenge for a young hitter.
Absolutely, and I think, you know, when you think back to, you know, some of the pitchers that I faced, some of the guys that you face in the big leagues for 5, 6, 10 years, you're thinking, man, I saw him somewhere. Yeah, it was AA, because when you see most prospects of any organization, they pretty much go to AA just to get themselves over that hump and get ready for the league.
You had a breakout season at the AA level yourself. What was it about you that enabled you to have that kind of campaign?
I was very confident, and I thought, you know, if the confidence could just stay with me consistently, which is very hard to do at any level of baseball because it's a game of failure, I just try to be consistent every night, whether it was, you know, defensively, offensively, you know, just bring something to the table. Go home with something where you felt good, and I didn't have to think about that game when I went to sleep.
A AA hitting coach touches base with a new arrival to the team.
So you can do different loadouts, I'm assuming? Huh, interesting. Maybe I should pick a power hitter. Huh. Interesting. We're 0-3. I feel like I've only played in 2 of the games, right? We're 0-3. Huh. Two on, okay, nobody out. Here we go. I need to change my batting stance if I ever remember to do that, which I never do. I don't remember who I used last year. Ground out. Dang it, double play. Dang. Not what you want to see there.
Now at the plate, here is Jared Cannon. And now the first pitch.
Oh, nice swing.
And this one's in the dirt.
Oh.
This is flared out towards second.
Ah, dang. Not a hit. Hate to see it.
Gets him and the side is retired. Now at the plate, Jared Cannon. He bounced out last time up. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one. And a curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1.
We've seen this before. Fastballs in, then breaking balls away. That's been his plan of attack.
Nice space hit.
Half of this game.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Dan, how frustrating is that right there? You execute your spot, keep the ball down below the zone, and the hitter's still able to execute and drive it up the middle.
Well, that's one of the things, Mark, as a pitcher, you're taught to work down in the zone. You're not always going to have the ball hit to one of your fielders, but if you consistently keep the ball.
Next, here is Jared Cannon, singled in his last at-bat. Now the first pitch, and he takes ball one.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
Here it comes, 1-0.
Doesn't look like he's challenging me much.
Back back-to-back breaking pitches. I think if right now you really have to try to get the best pitch you can get in the zone, you have to throw it right here.
The 2-0 on the way. Here's a looping fly ball.
Man, I can't. I don't have any power. Jeez. I mean, I was late, sure, but man, man. Bottom 9, 2 outs.
Cannon flew out last time up. Lined hard to center field. But this is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one, as that ball was hit hard, but the ball game is over. And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Hooks came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Kit Sheets claims the win out of the pen, his first.
I'm going to be a starting pitcher next game. Here we go. Let's go.
The game's future stars are on display as minor.
Let's get it. Oh, can I zoom in? No, do I want to zoom in? Oh, I got the good thing. We got this meter. Perfect. I don't have to change it. I love this. I know a lot of people don't like this meter, but
We take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. They come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by 1 run.
to be honest, I should have got rid of the curveball. Come on, bro. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's an E5 all day.
Well, nothing earth-shattering about this one. He just didn't finish the play and watch it into his glove. And now they've got the leadoff runner board and no outs.
Oh, come on.
Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs to get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys
Only 87 on the gun. Ooh, we are not very fast. Oh my gosh, this is a tragedy. Oh my. Is that an error too, or no? That's a base hit. What a tragedy. Oh, jeez, this is a terrible start to my pitching career.
Run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Colton Shaver. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Azarkar is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Up next, Ronnie Dawson. Now here's the first offering. Here's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Hard hit ball to second. He's got it. Over to first, and that retires the side.
Well, we calm down a little bit there.
1 hit, 1 error.
Oh, there's a D. Oh, I don't even get a. I don't even get a play. I don't even get a hit. I just pitch. Wow.
He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Cannon isn't really known as the kind of starter that goes deep into games. It's not that he isn't capable, I'm sure. He just hasn't been that guy that works.
Haven't pitched yet, bro. What are you talking about?
Matty B, I'm not sure it's this guy's fault, but I think it's more the fault of the metrics and the way we look at pitchers now, trying to limit the number of pitches and the number of appearances they have with particular guys in the lineup.
In the air, down the line and left. Oh, he brought
Oh
it
boy.
Now to bat, Corey Jolks. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. Hit in the air.
Nice 1, 2, 3. Second inning. We'll take that.
Is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired.
Jesus.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch to short, reined in. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Next up, Brian De La Cruz reached on an error and then eventually scored in his first at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Now a flare out toward right center. Batten ranging into the outfield, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Greg Kessinger will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
Knee high, he barehands it. Hats off to that one. So they breeze through this half of the inning. All set for the start of the 4th. And coming forward now is the shortstop, CJ Hinojosa. Hit on the ground.
It doesn't look like I'm going to strike out a lot of batters, but whatever works. As long as the position players don't have a bunch of errors.
Here's the first pitch. Colton Shaver comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters.
This meter seems so smooth on Xbox.
Early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Colton Shaver sent packing for the 2nd out of the inning. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Lined into right, a base hit. So now to the plate, Lorenzo Quintana, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. A good bend on that one as it's fouled away. Strike 2. Dawson, the runner at first with 2 gone. And it's fouled away. Line towards center
Come on,
field.
get there.
And
Oh.
that's in there. Base hit. Into the box, Lauren Asuncion. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. This is on the ground over to first. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs.
I'm going to lose 1-0. This is a tragedy.
All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And digging in is the outfielder, Corey Julks. Weak grounder down the line at 3rd.
No way.
And the leadoff man in the inning will
Hate
get
to see
the
it.
job done here. It's an infield single.
Hey, I can only take you inside the mind of the batter right here. Had a lot of swinging bunts in my day. Soon as that ball hits the dirt in front of you, you are getting it down the first base line. When you smell a knock, I don't care what it looks like, you are getting it down the line.
Stepping in next, Brian De La Cruz. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And that's in for a base hit, making a 1 for 3 games so far.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Greg Kessinger stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. And he fouls this one off.
That was an excellent pitch right there. After going soft away, he pounds hard in, and that's a
No
nice
play. Gets him out of the inning. Boom. There we go. Nice. Boom. It's almost like I've heard that a million times. We're not going to get a win. I'm still out there for the 6th. Okay, I only have 1 strikeout. We're clearly not going to be a strikeout pitcher, but that's fine. Woo! Almost would have been better if he didn't knock it down.
To the plate now, Colton Shaver. As he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Azarkar will settle under it to make the play for the 1st out as the runner will have to head back to first. And stepping in, Ronnie Dawson. This is hit the other way out toward left field.
I'm just a, I don't know, contact pitcher, I guess.
Puts it away for out number 2. Next up is Lorenzo Quintana. A hit and 2 tries for him so far.
Get him out.
In there.
Oh.
Short hop, and he's there just before the tag. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. He comes up empty that time as he's under.
Go up and in. I don't go up and in enough. Oof.
This pitch is popped up. Zuniga in foul ground, and no one will get this one. Swing and a liner. And that's in there. Base hit. Hinojosa rounds the corner and is headed home.
Oh my God, that throw was way offline. Wow.
And they now lead by 2.
Hey, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Row. Pitcher had the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through.
Slider
Here we go.
swung on and grounded toward short. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired.
It's a quality start. I'm sure I'm not going to come back out for the 7th, but I'll take a quality start. And we're going to get a loss. Yeah, we lost.
4-1 finish in this evening's game.
All right, well, that'll be our first episode. A couple. I'd say that's a good outing. 6 innings, 2 earned. I think we had 1 strikeout. Not a big strikeout guy apparently. But what did we increase? Nothing increased. Okay. 6 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned. Oh, only 1 earned. Okay. First double-A appearance, first double-A start, first double-A strikeout. Yep. All right, what's this profile thing? What do we got? What have I hit? Wrong button? I don't know what button I'm hitting. I don't know. Wait, something happened. I'm not sure what's going on. Something's happening. Oh, here we go.
The organization has decided to try him as both a position player and as a pitcher. They're really trying it here at the Double-A level. Jonathan Mayo of MLB Pipeline is with me. Jonathan, do you think this can work?
I mean, can it work, Ben? Yeah, of course it can work. It hasn't worked all too often. There are more and more teams who are trying to make it work. Most of these guys as amateurs were 2-way players. They don't specialize usually until later on, and often they choose one or the other. You see more and more teams really making an effort to let players do both, to see maybe one jumps to the foreground on its own organically. It's awfully hard just because of the amount of work that you have to put in to excel either as a hitter and position player or as a pitcher. Naturally, some work is going to be taken away from one or the other if you're splitting your focus. And that's why we haven't seen it too often. Guys have to be tremendous athletically to be able to do both. The work ethic has to be off the charts. It's happened a couple of times at the major league level, but it's few and far between. So I'm really interested to see if it's going to work out in this case.
A prospect receives a check-in from his agent, who wants to make sure his client's career is being launched in a way that suits the young man's goals and ambitions.